Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Two Dads Talking About Things podcast with your hosts, Jamel and
Alex. How you going, Jamel? How you going, everyone?
I'm going good, and I hope everybody else is going well as well. So, first thing I have to say for the Foundations episode was a success. And yeah, the numbers were really it was unexpected. A lot of people tuned in. Also, we heard that people were inspired by the show.
We did.
And we greatly thank everybody for tuning in. And hopefully our future episodes can provide that same feeling and that same inspiration. That's what we're here to do. Just talk and inspire, eh?
Just be two dads.
That's it. So, today's topic. Well, not necessarily the topic, but we've been talking about it. And today's episode is called Seed.
Seeds. Yep.
Seeds. So, can you explain?
Seed or seeds?
Seedy.
Seeds.
But seedy.
I'm feeling seedy from those 4 a.m. finishes on Age of Empires.
Dude, Green Hell, you gotta get it, man.
I know.
We've gotta play Green Hell together.
Oh, we'll get amongst it. We'll get amongst it. We'll plant that seed later.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'll let you take it again. I don't know. I have this vibe that when you start off with the conversation, you ease into it and you just let it flow, bro. So I'll let you take it. Why did we call this episode Seeds?
Well, we called it Seeds because, well, the first episode being the foundations, from someone that does gardening, you know, I love my garden. You lay the foundation of the soil and then you put your seeds. And you cultivate it, nurture it, you let it grow. And I think that's what we're doing right here. So I feel like the second stage, the second episode, yeah, it's the seed. And I think being two dads talking about things, well, you know, if we're dads, we've put our seed into this world and we've got children, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We do. We love them very much.
And yeah, that's you see what I mean? You did it again. you eased into that and it was just so smooth, bro. Went from planning to loving my plants to cultivating to here we are. So yeah, we are dads.
Correct. Talking about things. We have
beautiful children.
We do.
Yeah, I'm very proud to be a dad. Like, life has changed, not in the aspect of I don't know. It changed spiritually for me.
Yep.
Spiritually and mentally, it's changed as well. The physical side of things is just I'm still the same old physical me. I probably got that dad strength, just that's sitting innate in all of us.
Yep.
But yeah, the spiritual side of me changed. Learning to understand and love more than I ever have before.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly understanding, because kids could make you go crazy.
Absolutely.
But seeing them move around and doing the things that they do, and trying to understand why they're doing what they're doing, I think is one of the most amazing feelings as a dad, to see that child grow and just trying things, and you're trying to understand, you yourself trying to understand, why are they doing that?
I know, so driven.
So driven.
And driven just to do anything and everything. And it's like, are they enjoying it? Are they disliking it? They're just so driven, and it's crazy. One thing I say to my missus sometimes is when I'm watching our daughter do what she does, I look at her, and then we both look at her, and we're like, that came from us. We made that. And then sometimes I turn and say, and this might be controversial to some people, but how can you not believe in a God when you see that? You know, when you create, you know, that gift to create, and we can do that in front of us and watch that grow, plant that seed, cultivate it. Your woman pushes it out. Like, first of all, shout out to our women,
of course,
who underwent the total and utter self-destruction. That's one thing I'm put out there right now, and I say all the time. Women undergo self-destruction to bring in new life. You know, that is watching that, because I was very, very proud and happy to be so involved with the birth process and everything, and to watch my woman undergo what she went. It was a whole new level, like spiritually, mentally. Like, it changes right there and then in that room.
Yeah.
You walk into that birthing room, the person you were, and you walk out different, and it can happen in a matter of a few hours.
Absolutely.
Some people, it can be 2 hours. Some people stay in there for 48, but you don't come out the same. It's new. I think I burst into tears driving home after my missus done it. It was, I still get a little bit choked up thinking about it. But I'm just like, man, what just happened?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like reconditioning the mind. It's reconditioning the mind into this selfless state. This selfless state of mind. It's like you're thinking of the powers of this woman to create this thing. And yes, you're right, absolutely, being there and witnessing that, it's life-changing, it's mind-changing, it's spiritually changing. To me, it's one of the most powerful things that happens in this planet Earth. Absolutely. I don't think we could ever comprehend how a woman feels when she's birthing a child.
No way.
That's why I say it's one of the most amazing things in this world, man.
Yeah.
If not one, then it is the most amazing thing on this world.
I think for all of us, when you have your own children, you learn to understand your parents more. You know, anyone can say, "Oh, I get my parents," but you won't until you have your own, and that's fine, because that's that rite of passage, that you're undergoing what they did. So one day you're going to understand, when you're so on the ball with your kid, well, then you understand why your mum and dad were the way they were.
That's right.
If your parents were like that. Some people, it wasn't that way. And that's just how life can be. But you also learn to respect your mum so much more.
Yeah.
You respect your parents in different ways, you know? Like, if you had a father who was providing all the time, you as a dad are out there doing it, you become closer with your dad. You get them, you know? Sometimes you can be a bit like, oh, you know, I didn't get to see dad all the time, I was away working, but your dad was putting food on the table, you know?
Yeah.
And if your mum was stay at home, you know, I'm using some very general terminology here. I know everyone's life and everything is very, very different, you know? So, but just the way it is and how it has been, that's how it has, you know? And your mum, you respect all the hard work, you know? Just, you know, yeah, you got food in your belly, you got clothes on your back, a roof over your head. Those three things that not many people in the world have, but your parents provided that.
Yeah.
God.
Strong.
You know?
Powerful shit, man.
Powerful. Very powerful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Spiritually, how did this affect you or change you spiritually?
Spiritually, it just showed me how to love more. In a sense, it brought me closer to God. I'm a firm believer in God, and it brought me closer to the aspect of the creation of life and how amazing it is, and being grateful and thankful for what has been given to me. Because I think it's not a luck thing, it's something that's a given. And this is my perspective. I don't want to offend anyone. It might be a touchy subject, because women could fall pregnant against their will. But I'm not trying to go down that route. I'm speaking on the behalf of